I'm gonna go to Chantel's channel. That's more entertaining. Amberlynn, you need to like add a side character, a girlfriend, a caretaker, or you're gonna lose views. I don't care.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Aren't You Exhausted? The only show where we dig through the internet's most questionable content so you don't have to. I'm your host, Ashley, the big back bitch with zero patience and one eyebrow always slightly raised. Or no eyebrows in my instance. Before we get into today's mystery meat stew of Amberlynn's regurgitated content and delusion, let me give a quick shout out to my ride or dies, Emmy, Kalari C, Tiffany Joy, Big Titty Pretty Bitch, and Secret Squirrel. I appreciate y'all more than Amberlynn appreciates soft foods right now. And that's saying a lot. Now let's talk about this newest video that Amber's uploaded. Getting hit on by my DoorDasher, someone sent me flowers, and almost went to a mental hospital vlog. So basically, kind of getting the vibes of trauma, noodles, and male validation. Which I thought she was a lesbian. For her to attract all of these males and have to talk on it is a little weird, right? So Amber begins this vlog by telling us that she's done with the let's talk portions. Kind of. Says that her channel's not about rumors and drama, and that she's not going to keep feeding the speculation machine. Which is really cute because Amber, if your channel's not about drama and doesn't thrive on drama, then why does every title of your videos read like a draft for a Lifetime movie? She also goes on to tell us that she doesn't care that people think that she is boring and that Chantal's cat drama is more interesting. Amber, you don't have to care. The fact that you're bringing it up means that it means something to you, and it does bother you just a stitch. That little unbothered giggle that you give is, it's kind of a sign. You know what I mean?
I wanted to talk about something that I mentioned like in my live stream. I have been doing a lot of talking in my live stream, not so much in my YouTube videos, but I've decided that I'm not going to be doing let's talk videos at all. Or if I do, it is going to be different. I don't want my channel to be reflected around rumors, hate, drama. And I know a lot of people, like when Chantel was going through like the whole cat thing and like people are like, oh my gosh, she's gonna go to prison. People were like coming at me with, Amberlynn, you're boring.
Amber then goes on to tell us that she's been on Zoloft now for about a month and her mental health is improving. Honestly, good for her. She's stuck with something for at least a month. Mental health matters. But then we do a straight pivot into the emotional support ramen, where she reveals to us that she's been surviving off of soft foods like frozen dumplings, soups, and ramen. Oh, and ice cream because of her tooth extraction from a week ago. A week ago. Yeah. Just grade A meal plan happening there. A lot of variety. And that variety would be sodium intake. A lot of high sodium foods. Great for somebody dealing with a lot of immobility, lymphedema, lipedema, and thyroid issues now. That's what we're going with now, yeah. So, wonderful for all of those.
I have been just feeling so much better mentally. I've been taking Zoloft for a month now, and I feel the effects of it. I feel it working, and I notice it in multiple areas of my life, and I just feel a lot more positive and happy and light.
And then the highlight of the story is that somebody sent her flowers. Yeah, because Amber's been off sad about her tooth. Or, yeah, sad about her tooth. Healing. She calls it healing. She's been healing. Plot twist. The person that sent her the flowers was not like a fan or a friend reaching out. It was a fellow YouTuber, Pink Sparkles. I don't know. I guess it's a friendship that Amber never had on her bingo card of actually happening, but it happened. And I think they're very similar people. just in different bodies. And then we have the DoorDasher incident. So strap in for this one. Amber gets a DoorDash delivery, and she sets it out to where she's always going out there to meet them instead of them having to try to find her apartment. The driver winked at her. Okay, unsettling, but I guess not unheard of. And then she goes on to show us the receipts of this driver, this DoorDash driver, messaging her on the app, asking if she was single. And I don't know, rather than just reporting him to corporate, because this is very crossing a boundary creepy, your DoorDash driver should not be sliding into your DMs and asking you personal things like this. Mind you, translated DMs at that, because this was somebody that was Spanish speaking, possibly Spanish speaking only, and they were sending her messages in Spanish, which we see that were translated to English so that Amber could know what the fuck they were saying. And of course, she acts like she was just proposed to on Love Island.
And the guy, like, when he handed it to me, because I always go outside and I get my stuff. I don't want them to have to go through the lobby, figure it all out, blah, blah, blah. So I always go outside. And he winked at me, and I was like, oh my God. And I usually, like, can catch a vibe. I could tell when someone's, like, into me. And I've never had this happen to the point of, like, the person literally messaging me on my DoorDash. So he literally messaged me and he was like, it was so good to see you. You're so beautiful. And then, like, he asked if I was single, and I was just like, what is happening?
Amber, you're sitting there giggling and blushing and kicking your tiny little fucking feet, all flattered. And Amber, this wasn't, like, flattering at all. This was somebody's Tio out here messaging you. Whose Tio's out here messaging Amber on DoorDash? Y'all. Someone's Tio's out here using Google Translate and boundaries to ruin her dinner, and she's fucking flattered. And the kicker, Amber said that she didn't know that DoorDashers could message you like that. What do you mean? How else are they going to ask you how the fuck to get to your apartment if they're having issues? Or if you need anything else? Do you think that they're... What? Also, let's just also take into the consideration that, like, this was creepy. This app's new feature is not surprise romance. This was a violation, and you're treating it like a dating sim. And then we get this gem.
Just seem very stupid out loud, but I swear on the inside, I actually am kind of smart.
Yeah. Amber says that she should be on a show called The 1% Club, because apparently she keeps getting all the answers right. Claims to us that she appears dumb on the outside, but she's actually really smart inside. Probably 140 IQ inside, but like 10 outside. Barely functioning outside. And she said she claims that she didn't realize how smart she was until she watched the game show. And these game shows make her feel smart. Girl, Einstein was not built in a bingo hall. Like, yes, I too became a Harvard graduate when I shouted Yellowstone at Jeopardy. But come on.
But there's this one new game show. I love a game show. And I'm watching it on Hulu. It's called 1% Club. And I'm telling you, I need to go on that show because I'm sitting here getting every single question right. I seem dumb. I seem very dumb, ignorant, all the words, okay? I just seem very stupid out loud, but I swear on the inside, I actually am kind of smart.
We then take a sudden dive into trauma because, I mean, what would a comeback to YouTube story for Amber be if not something traumatic that happened to her? And she shares that 6 weeks ago, she had a really bad anxiety attack at the bingo hall and almost checked herself into the hospital over it, the mental hospital.
There was a moment where I wanted to go to the mental hospital, and I talked to my mom about it. We were actually at bingo. I would say it was about 6 weeks ago, and it's really embarrassing because there's actually cameras outside of bingo. Like, I can't. So I'm like thinking, did they see that? I don't even know. But I had a full-fledged like anxiety attack. I had to literally step outside. I was bawling my eyes out. My mom came, she was hugging me, and I told her some things.
Then without transition, without warning, we cut straight into a fucking Torrid haul. Yeah, real traumatic. And that's kind of Amber's editing style. We go from I hit rock bottom, or what should be rock bottom, to here's another mesh shirt that is going to go under a dress that is going to go over a pair of leggings. And then she tells us she's sick again, that it's probably laryngitis. So no try-on haul this time. You just get the vibes of it and get to look at the tarps as she's holding them up. But don't worry, the energy is going to shift yet again because it's Oracle card time. Took out her Oracle deck and pulls a card about soulmates, then claims the universe is speaking to her about someone. Okay. Okay. She says that this is private and won't share who. Big shocker. That's kind of giving us the green light that there is definitely someone she is talking to, which means she's absolutely dating somebody. And this is her soft launch into her soulmate era. Journal about it, girl. Just don't vlog the breakup this time. Actually, just don't vlog the relationship this time. It never goes well for you. So to recap, she's off drama, but still drowning in vague overshares. She's on Zoloft, but also on DoorDash. She's living off soup and getting hit on by delivery men. Oh, and pulling a soulmate card. Amber, we're not confused. I think we're just tired. Exhausted even. And for those of you wondering at home, why do we still watch this woman? Because it's a cautionary tale and kind of a comedy special, all wrapped up in a very unreliable narrator. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time, assuming there's no DoorDashers that propose to me between now and then.